when I was very young, I played traditional grip, right-handed. And but I wanted to be in a rock and roll band. I wanted to play rock and roll. I was tired of playing Dixieland. So, and I noticed that, you know, most drummers I watch were playing matched grip. They were holding this stick the wrong way, because when you play traditional grip, you can turn your stick over. In fact, Gene Krupa did that, Buddy Rich did that, Louis Bellson did it. They all did it, actually. And I just felt, if I'm going to play matched grip, this is a really silly way to play the drums, because it's going to limit what I can do with the drum kit, because the stick is not, it's a, you know, I'm holding the thin end and the big end is hitting the drums. So I swapped it over, and that was the hardest thing to get used to, funnily enough, from that to that with the bead at the bead end, you know? So, but that, I think, was a very important decision to make, because I grew up starting to play rock and roll, always in matched grip. The next thing I did was taught myself to play left-handed. My mum was always on at me about being round-shouldered. And if you remember seeing pictures of Chick Webb, for example, Dave Tuff, Buddy, they were all, and Gene Krupa, all very round-shouldered because of the ergonomics of the drum kit. And, you know, she said, you're not going to do that. You've got to keep your back straight. And I thought she was talking rubbish, as you do when you're a 12-year-old. You've only been on the earth 12 years. You know everything there is to know about being 12. But you don't know much beyond that. So I actually did take that on board, and I thought, if I don't cross my hands, I mean, there were many reasons, but this is one of the reasons, and I play like that, it's going to be much easier to sit upright. So all of these things that I change may sound a long way from wrist, but it all helps in the ergonomic playing of the drum kit. And then I changed the way I tuned. I tuned my drums up. I took all the damping off. I used single-ply heads, clear. And my drums had a lot of ring, but I didn't have to hit them hard either. The drum was producing exactly what I was giving it. If I tapped it lightly, it would go. It would sing, you know? If I hit it hard, it would be loud, and it would speak. Instead of the drum absorbing all that energy by having it tuned low and having a thick head on it. Yes, you get through a lot of heads. When I was 17, I was doing sessions, but life in London was pretty tough back then, and I wasn't working all the time, as no musician works all the time. But I would always go and buy new heads rather than eat a good meal, because to me it was so important to record that kit with the right sound. So all these factors enter into how I'm actually playing the kit. And over the years, I remember there was a period where I was losing sticks because I was getting all sweaty on stage. And actually sticks back in the 70s and the 80s were much heavier in terms of lacquer. The lacquer was much thicker. And so I used to get my poor drum tech to sand each pair of sticks, you know? The funny thing is as I got older, my grip loosened and I wasn't losing so many sticks. Whether I was sweaty or not, didn't matter. If I'm playing and you came up on stage and nudged me like that, both sticks would fall out of my hands because I really hold them very lightly. So you see what I mean? The tension on the wrist and the shock on the wrist has subsided over the years. I'm very lucky. I didn't really do anything apart from those things I did very early on consciously to change it. I just always made sure that I try to sit upright, sit relaxed, and not overplay, not play too hard. And that seems to have worked.